I'm going to teach you the microbiology, and since today we take daily classes, either time we will fix any time. But today we will deal with the basic of the microbiology and its application. Now, I think so you have already written the name of books, okay? But you see the next slide in which you can, are you able to see the slide now? Now you can write down the name of the books. That is Microbiology by Prescott, Halley and Ken. And then we have the book of General Microbiology by Steiner, Abraham, Wallace and Page. Then the Microbial Biology by Rosenberg and Kohn. Then there is Microbiology by Felzar. Next book is Introductory Microbiology by Frederick C. Ross. Now, General Microbiology by Sulia Sangatam. Next, a test book of microbiology by Dubey and Maheshwari. And we have a book of the microbiology, that is food microbiology, a specialized book of microbiology, that is food microbiology, that is by Adam and Moss. And we have Introduction to Microbiology by A.S. Ross. And then we have Microbiology by Taro, Kapoor and Yadav. And the next book. Now these are the books which you can see and you can get in each book you can get in the library of the university as well as departmental library too. Now question is, what is the microbiology? Now micro means it is a very small things that are known as small things that are micro. So it is a branch of the microbiology that deals with the study of all small things which are microscopic in nature. And so the organisms which are microscopic in nature, they are known as microbes. So under the branch of microbiology, we study all the biological or living organisms which are commonly known as microbes. Now this microbe group includes a number of the kingdoms, not only the groups but a number of kingdoms like Monera. Monera includes only the prokaryotic organisms like bacteria, cyanobacteria, archaebacteria. And next group which comes over here is that the new group which has been formed is the virus. And the study of virus, that is being known as virology, whereas the study of the bacteria is known as bacteriology. Then we also study in this group as algae, unicellular small algae, which also comes under the microbiology, and the study of the algae is known as phycology. All the fungi that comes under this group, and this is the third kingdom that comes under fungi or myces, that is the study is known as mycology, and then the protozoa which comes under the animalia. So one of the group of the animalia also comes under the microbiology, that is protozoology. Besides these microbes, we also study about how we can control the diseases being caused by the microbe in our body. So response of the body against the microbe also comes under the same branch, but it is also known as immunology. And immunology we will study in the next semester. In this semester we will study about the identification of microbes, detail of virus, bacteria, algae, fungi and protozoa. Their identifications, their counting methods, their role into the various aspects of the life. Now in importance, then the question arises that how we can look into the different applications of the microbiology. So if you look into the applied nature of the microbiology, we will found that the microbiology is one of the branch which is most applied amongst the biological sciences. जितनी भी बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेस के ब्रांचेस हैं उन सब में माइक्रोबायोलॉजी सबसे ज़्यादा अप्लाइड नेचर की है और इट इज़ मोर अप्लाइड इफ वी नो मोर अबाउट माइक्रोब। अगर माइक्रोब के बारे में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नॉलेज होगी हमें तो हम ह्यूमन लाइफ को बेटर बना सकते हैं। सो वी कैन मेक द ह्यूमन लाइफ बेटर और वी कैन इम्प्रूव द क्वालिटी ऑफ ह्यूमन लाइफ इफ वी नो मोर अबाउट माइक्रोब्स। So better we know, better is our life. Now, the area where the microbiology is applied, one of the most important area is the medical microbiology. In medical microbiology, we not only study about the beneficial role of microbe in medical science, but we also study the different microbes which can cause the disease into the biological or into the human being. So what are the diseases which are being caused by the microbes into the human being and how we can use the microbe in controlling the disease. For example, there are various microbes which can produce the antibiotics. So production of antibiotics is being one of the important aspects of the microbe that comes under the microbiology. Production of different hormones like insulin. So insulin can be produced by the cloning of the gene, insulin gene into the microbe, and we can ferment it up to the industrial level and we can get the microbial origin of insulin also. So we can our microbe will be helpful into the insulin persons to provide the insulin. Next branch where the microbiology is being used or microbes are being used is the food and dairy microbiology. Can you example me that the food microbe is used as a food also? कोई खाता है microbe को food की तरह? We eat curd where lactobacillus is being used. We eat mushroom where fungi is being used. We eat various algae. We also use various lichens also. Now, this microbe, which is rich in the food and in protein, is known as single-cell protein. Likewise, we also use the microbe into the dairy microbiology, where dairy products are being produced from the microbe, like production of cheese is there, production of paneer is there, production of other dairy products are there. Now similarly we can also use the microbiology into the water and wastewater microbiology. Means how we can make a wastewater as a drinkable water. Drinkable water means वहाँ पर पानी पीने का पानी suppose करो we are living at the coastal area. So whole of the water is saline. How we can convert the saline water into the drinkable water? That is also comes under the microbiology. We can also treat the wastewater by the help of microbe to convert them into the usable form. Similarly, we should know what are the microbes which are present into the water which can cause the disease. So there are various waterborne diseases which are being caused by the microbe and so they can make harm into the human being. So if we know better about the microbe, we can also control them in a better way. Next is where the application is found in the soil and agriculture microbiology. Means how we can improve the soil fertility. There are various microbes you know very well. They can cause the fixation of nitrogen. So they are helpful in fixation of nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, like rhizobium is there along with the legume plants. Like azotobacter, this free-living aerobic nitrogen fixation into the soil. Similarly, we have Clostridium. It is anaerobic nitrogen fixation free living into the soil. Then, in case of agriculture also, there are various microbes which can cause the disease into the plants and so making a harm into the productivity of agriculture. So all these things comes under soil and agriculture microbiology. Similarly, we can know about industrial microbiology. Industrial microbiology is like production of wine is there, production of alcohol is there, production of antibiotic is there, production of various steroids are there. So they are all comes under the industrial microbiology. Or there is a distal industry where we can even reuse the waste for the purpose of industry. That comes under the industry microbiology. Like degradation of genes, then the gene microbiology. It is one of the most important aspects of the microbiology. Like suppose a spaceship is being sent into the space or another planet, then we first send to the microbe over there in order to see the radiations which are being presented to that planet, an effect of radiation on the biological system. So for that, the chlorella is being sent into the space. The various algae and fungi are being sent into the space in order to see the effect of radiation that is present in that planet on the biological system. Then one of the most important aspects of the gene microbiology is where we use two important microbial originated biomolecules which are being used into the gene cloning, and they are of bacterial origin. For example, that we need the restriction into nuclease. Without this restriction into nuclease, we cannot clone the gene, we cannot cut the gene, we cannot cut the required gene, and then we can ligase them into the required microbe also. So the other most important enzyme or most important product which is being obtained from the microbe is the plasmid, the vector, through which we can transmit the required gene from one system to another system. It means that the whole of the microbiology is one of the most applied branch of the biological sciences, and in the biological sciences we can use the microbe. That's why the study of microbe is one of the most important and to the biological science. Whether it is medical microbiology, whether it is food, whether it is water, whether it is soil or agriculture, or industry or gene microbiology, we use the microbe for that purpose. Okay? समझ में आया आप लोगों के नहीं? हेलो? हेलो? Next turn, we'll start with the origin of life by microbe. So tomorrow we'll study the origin of life on the earth along with the microbe, how the life originates, what are the different theories for the origin of life, that we'll study in the next turn tomorrow. Okay? So tomorrow we'll meet again at 11 o'clock. On the Zoom also, we'll send you the meeting ID as well as password before it. Thank you. Any question you want to ask? Any question? Quick question? There are two different names. तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? आकांक्षा. घर का नाम क्या है? आकांक्षा है. मान लो घर का नाम तुम्हारा तनु हो और कॉलेज का नाम आकांक्षा हो, तो दोनों एक ही चीज है ना? ऐसे ही एल्गोलॉजी एंड साइकोलॉजी, दे आर टू डिफरेंट नेम्स. Both deals with the same thing. A study of algae is also algology. A study of algae is also known as phycology. So phycos is a word which is being derived from the Latin word, whereas algae is a word which is being derived from the English word. So both are the same thing. Are there any other question? So today you come to know that how much applied the microbiology is, why you have to study the microbiology, and what are the benefits of you studying the microbiology. Clear? So आज आप लोग अपनी किताब जो मैंने बताई है या नेट से माइक्रोबायोलॉजी पढ़ने के और तरीके, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी पढ़ना क्यों चाहिए, उससे बेनिफिट्स, इसके बारे में पढ़ोगे तो अगले टर्म पर ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट आएगा. ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ भी माइक्रोब से ही स्टार्ट हुई है. The first microbe which comes on the earth was anaerobic microbes, archibacteria. This is yet known as living fossils. Okay? So next one we will start with the origin of life. Any other question? No. Thanks. So tomorrow again we will meet at 11. The meeting ID and password will be sent to you today evening. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.